Thank you very much, Peter. You can see when you work together for a long time, you end up starting to look the same. I would say the difference between Peter and I is he makes us look good, right? Well, great. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We've got a great turnout, which is fantastic. And I'm particularly grateful to the Global Compact and the UN for offering such a platform to GRI and to WBCSD for launching this project, the Compass. So we've heard a bit about the SDG and the role of business, of course, and how critical it is. But let's take our CEO hats, our business hats off for just a second and think about why the next few days is so critical, not only to your organization, but to us as a society and a civilization for decades to come, maybe even beyond. And there's few among us, I think, that would that don't see the need for this kind of direction, right? But of course, with our business hats on, it's sometimes a little difficult to see how your organizations can do this individually, right? It's easy to sign on to things like this. It's a lot different to be able to show how your organization is actually doing towards these things. And that's what this thing is all about. Lisa spoke about the SDGs and why they're so important, and Peter, of course, introduced the Compass and the purpose and the content of it. But let's talk about where the rubber hits the road for your organization, how you're actually going to use these kinds of things. And of course, we're not here in a vacuum, right? Many of you in the room are the leaders, right? You've dedicated countless hours to these efforts. You've dedicated organizational resources to important sustainability issues like human rights, corruption, climate change, environment, gender, and so on. You've been strong agents for stable markets, for pushing sustainable development, investors and innovators in the room, of course, building sustainable capacity, especially in emerging markets and so on. So this is really about building trust, not only in your companies, but also in your markets, in your sectors, and in the economy as a whole. And adapting strategies and business models to rise above the fray of short-termism, as we heard before, and focusing on long-term value of your corporations and long-term value of the economy. So really what the SDG Compass is here to do is to take what you're doing already, right, in terms of non-financial and sustainability reporting, and mapping that to these big ticket items, these 17 goals. And enables you to track progress towards these goals. It facilitates the creation of the information needed by all stakeholders, including investors, for better decision making. It helps you disclose and communicate your company's impacts towards the SDGs. It helps learn what other companies are doing as well by providing an inventory of existing and commonly used indicators. And also helps governments understand your business's contribution to sustainable development. But most importantly, I think, is this tool avoids yet another report, right? We don't want this to be a reporting burden for organizations. We want your organizations to take what you do today in non-financial and sustainability reporting and link to these big ticket SDG items. And that's exactly what this does. So in closing, along with our network, our shared network of thousands of companies across the world, hundreds of countries, we've got tens of thousands of practitioners out there in sustainability reporting and pushing the SDGs. We're here to help you, right? And that's what this tool is all about, to provide real and tangible ways that your companies can align sustainability reporting with the Sustainable Development Goals. So we're looking forward to this journey, of course, not only with our partners, UNGC and WBCSD, but also with you, with all of you, building on your leadership and our shared vision for a more sustainable economy and a more sustainable world. Thank you.